Chief Akínsànyà Sanni Ajose was born in Badagry, a town and local government area of Lagos State, southwestern Nigeria, on the 10th of February 1946. In 2006, now President Bola Ahmed Tinubu reappointed Chief Akínsànyà Sanni Ajose to serve as a special advisor until May 2007, when his tenure elapsed as governor of Lagos State. Chief Akínsànyà Sanni Ajose has been appointed as member of the Lagos State University Governing Board since September 16, 2015, until the tenure also elapsed. He has been awarded as Officer of the Order of Niger in the year 2014. Chief Akínsànyà Sanni Ajose is the apex leader, Badagry Federation as a whole, and a member of the Governor's Advisory Council, the apex decision-making body in Lagos State. Join me as I meet with this political icon, an astute administrator, and a leader par excellence, Chief Akínsànyà Sanni Ajose. Welcome to another episode of Exclusive with Parrot. My name is Joseph Solomon Benupo, and I'm bringing up today a very important personality in Badagry, Lagos State as a whole. No other person. I won't let it out, just as usual. I'll let Baba tell us about himself. Sir, can we please meet you, sir?
I am Sanni Ajose, and a leader in Badagry local government politics.
Wow. Baba, can you please tell us a little about your political journey so far?
Well, my journey has been quite an experience. I was also practicing politics along the trend with the Ajose group then.
The Ajose?
Yes. My tender age, kindergarten, I schooled at the children's home school in Okeado, Ibadan.
Okay.
Which was being managed by the wife of Chief Bapemi Awolowo.
Wow.
So that doctrine has been inculcated into setting in my mind before I grew up. So right from the cradle, I've had the opportunity of being groomed to believe in socialist approach of doing things, welfareism for the generality of the populace.
Wow.
So when I joined the civil service, there is a provision in the civil service rules that banned public servants from participating in political activities.
Yeah, I could recall.
So, but we have to do it because, but it can't be open.
Yeah.
We have to do it because I cannot just come out to contest. I cannot come out to campaign, but I was attending meetings of political groups, which is in the action group.
Yeah. Yes.
Until my exercise escalated. Only when Jack Wendy came in into the public service. When he came in, I had contact with him twice before.
All right.
But, very, very kind of setting.
Yes.
So it was then that when he saw me, I said, Are you now in Nigeria? I said, yes, I'm now in Nigeria. Okay, now, okay, whatever it is. Come and see me. And I went to him at Ilukweju.
Wow.
At Ilukweju, there are meetings going on at almost every day. And the meeting goes into the night. And this situation calls for a cross-fertilization of opinion from leaders from every other segment of the local government areas. So it was there that I first met Chief B.S. Undeyi from Badagry. So, and I knew him because I went to Badagry Grammar School. So I've already interacted with him. And I lived in a building just before you enter Suwe.
Wow.
Compound. So we know each other, really.
Very well.
So, though I was young then, but all the while, about Jakonde saw the value and whatever I can add as a value
capacity
to the system. So he handpicked me to go for consultancy assignment training at ASCON then. So they picked other 5 people with me, and we went, and we performed excellently well.
Wow.
In fact, we led even all the people in the class then, even most of them came from the federal setting, federal civil service. So coming back home, we saw that the federal government, through the Office of the Head of Service, created an avenue for those that came from federal to be able to add the knowledge of what they have learned into their own operation. So I had to make a case to Ojakonde that, look, we cannot be treated like second class something, because we were the one that actually led the entirety of the thing. And our training goes beyond Nigeria. We were in Canada, we were in Switzerland, we were in France. And in UK, I led a team that went to study the structures and the operations of the local government there in Wales. And we improved the quality of their service there. So I kept quiet. But when Ashwaju came in, and I put up a proposal, I started with this Polytechnic, Lagos State Polytechnic, which was then at Isolo.
Okay.
It was at Isolo. The one in Ikorodu was just being established, improved by Marwa before he left. But nothing tangible has been done on the property. And they have a very wide landmass.
Yeah. Very big.
So we took a visit there, and I saw that how can we be encroaching ourselves in under the bridge in Isolo here when we have a lot of in the Ikorodu, although they have a small something like Ikosi for engineering, for their engineering sector. So I now put on my proposal to improve all the facilities that are not available there. There is no clear toilet for the students. There is no light facility. There is no water that they can have access to. So, and I put up a proposal before the governor then, and he approved it.
Wow.
But I've charged the budget, which was based in the Ministry of Education.
Yeah.
That's why in my proposal that the funding must come from that budget. From the,
Yes.
So he approved it, and I requested the ministry, I requested to prepare the avenue for them to go and defend the proposal with the Ministry of Works, because construction and things like that.
Good.
So when the job was done, he opened up the place. Became a competitive something. They have a satellite office somewhere around Ogunlende or somewhere there.
Yeah.
So, but somehow that place now began to bubble. The students were happy and everybody did. But I stepped on too many toes. Because the people that I was using their budget, they were angry because they saw that how can I be living in another street, coming down to be dipping my hands into their own something without their knowledge. True. But there's nothing they could do about it because it's not personal money. It's something that is earmarked for personal for certain jobs. So then Ashwaji now directed me to go back to Ikorodu and examine it and see how we can improve the place. So we started, and the result of that is what we are seeing now at the Lagos State Polytechnic.
It's now a university.
It's now a
University of Technology.
Which means we are moving forward.
Moving forward.
And everything.
The contest,
we are moving forward.
So very quickly, that's a very long journey. I mean, it's really a journey. It's not 1974, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, down to 2023 and of course beyond, because we are praying for Baba to live longer, because he's a great man, and his impact in Badagry and of course Lagos State, Nigeria as a whole cannot but be overemphasized. Let's get quickly to this issue. How will you compare the February 2023 general election that brought in Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu to previous elections?
The February election is an eye-opener for every one of us, because in Lagos State, we were then concentrating only within the boundaries of the state government jurisdiction. Even for looking for a job or whatever, we don't want to move out of Lagos for anything. We are not even looking anywhere in federal. Even though there are jobs in federal, we are not interested in it. We want to make sure that all the things we do is strictly within the boundaries of Lagos State. And then we continue to improve on the situation as they call about. That election was quite different completely to what we have been doing. That was because previously Asiwaju was never interested in running for presidency, any office at the federal level.
Yeah. Not even president.
It was not. Even though he might have had an ambition, but that ambition was not brought to the fore for people to understand that this is our guy, we one day want to go for a federal job. But no, but he was gradually implementing programs that will bring forward all ethnic groups across the borders of the state to all aspects of the Nigerian nation. So that was why you see his popularity when he was doing campaign in almost all the states that he went to. He has touched every aspect of those areas. He has touched people from there. So, and even when he was working here in Lagos, people still come down to meet with him in Bodilon there.
Sure.
And even in Isaac John, when he was in Isaac John, even at Marina when he was staying there, it's always been busy, very busy place.
Yes, consulting, doing a lot of...
he's offering a lot of services to
them.
So invariably, when he now decided he wanted to run for this presidential thing, some of us were skeptical initially that I hope that this man knows that Lagos State is not like other states. So. And I could see the role he played when we were doing the Osun State election. And that one gave us a great idea of the approach that we can use to begin to propel our ideas and generate support towards his ambition for the February election. So invariably, that election in Lagos State here, we went to sleep because we are not used to him coming out running for anything. We weren't. And even that cut across every local government. Until it dawned on us that truly this man is coming out. And I know that he's likely to have a very big challenge because his own sense of development is different completely from what they had on ground. I'm sure that by the time that he starts putting up his agendas, we see that there'll be reactions. So this renewed hope was just to reintroduce Abiola's
Vision.
manifesto there.
Yeah, manifesto. Yeah.
But then that itself was properly adjusted to suit the current situation on ground.
Temporary.
Because things are different from that president.
Yeah, sure.
So he expanded the thing, and then the only thing I love about him is that he gives confidence to those that has the capacity to actually contribute meaningfully with their experience, their loyalty to the cause of what we are pursuing, and then for the benefit of the generality of the people. Not sectionalism.
Yeah.
Generality. The way Musa Yar'Adua passed on, give us some kind of jittery in the mind. And so that's the way God wants it. Yeah. And we are lucky that at the end of the day, in Badagry we work assiduously. In fact, I had to work in a method strategically to change the modus operandi in the way we address elections.
Yes.
And I delegated responsibilities not only to those that we call our leaders as such, even to the people at the level of units, so that they know that your area, you have responsibility for it. If you don't make it, you have to prove to me why you want to be a leader there.
Even at some point, we are holding meetings constantly, every day. Because we are there to also cover it.
Every day. So it's just to open up the mind of the people. And I appreciate God that He gave us that sense of responsibility and backed us up throughout it. And I don't neglect anybody. Even if a group decided they want to set up their own campaign, something, I say go ahead.
Yes, they all came.
When we are
at some
voting,
point, I saw some said their Kanuris on
in the same box that we put.
Baba was also welcoming everybody.
Everybody. There's no friend, there's no enemy. We are all one.
Oh, yeah,
that's my own system.
That reflected.
And but I could see that some of our leaders decided that they wanted to remit. It took them out of balance from what they are used to do.
The normal usual
issue of change. So when they see the change, they cannot fit it properly. Then they start rebelling. But I just quietly managed it without rancor with them. Then continue to push them. Even I encourage them to go and continue. So, but as long as we get result, that's my own. Get result.
Yeah. And it happened.
It happened.
It happened because we gave Badagry gave.
At 1,000 something.
Yes, at 1,000 votes also. So even while others could not deliver such.
The division, we are the only one that scaled.
Yeah.
Both presidential, even the governorship, we even improve it with additional 10,000.
Yes.
So it's not. It wasn't an easy thing, but we thank God that we were committed to it.
All right, Baba, let's quickly delve to the issue of this subsidy that has become, a very strong topic, a debate all over. And, people are scared. Are you sure this issue of subsidy is going to bring the necessary results that people are anticipating? Okay, we've accepted. We're enjoying with this issue of fuel price and all of that. Some are even using gas now for their generator. I went to type somewhere recently and it's using, people looking for alternative, believing in the leadership. Not as if Nigerians cannot protest, but they are having that belief in the leadership. I don't know, what's your own take, in putting it in line with the presidential address yesterday, as at the 31st of July, sorry.
I'm so happy that it came out yesterday evening to clarify most of the doubts in the minds of ordinary Nigerians. Removal of subsidy has been an agenda that is on the front burner for quite a long time, but the previous administration do not have the will to be able to implement it, even though they have already put the structure on ground. That is why they don't put it in the budget that we are acquiring from them. It wasn't in the current budget at all. Now, but to come out and openly and address the people why we want to do this, and mechanism for how to implement it. They are not even
difficult for them
able to do. And that's because majority of those people that are in the aim of affairs at the federal level were involved in this subsidy thing. Some doesn't even have petrol stations, even tanker to do anything. They just sit at home and get the billions. And you can see the outcome when this thing begins to roll out now. Now, what they have done, what he has done so far, is to deregulate the entirety of the petroleum something. Because right now, some people who has the capacity, or companies who has the capacity, can import petrol, processed petrol, for PMS, for use in Nigeria here. And right now, I think there are about 2 or 3 ships that are already available now. So when that ship now begins discharging and spreading, it will crash down the high price of this. That's why they said, if you sell your own for 700, and this one sell his own for 500, and this one sell his own for 400, it's your choice to choose where you want to buy. So it's not a question of somebody asking you. Even somebody just said there is no fuel and he just locked up the thing, don't let him keep the tank. By the time about 2 or 3 weeks, the price is not stable. Then he will now know that his business is going likely to collapse.
Sure.
So it's the market forces that is now going to control what we have.
Okay, let's speak on this issue of ministerial nominees by Mr. President. There has been a lot of controversy that Lagos is not properly represented, or in fact, to bring it down and down and down, Badagry, is it that we really do not have capable hands, or what's your take on this?
No, ministerial nominate is on state by state situation. We have 36 states, and you equally have the FCT. Have you?
Yeah.
So everyone is entitled to a seat. It's not whether we localize it or Southwestern agenda. No, it's not. So that is why you find that even those that are initially flying kites, they also try to manage to juggle it. They try to juggle it because if they say, okay, from this place you have Kaduna, the next place can be Delta for the same. Now they try to juggle it as much as they could. But it goes beyond that because you have to look at the criteria set before you can appoint anybody.
Even on the ministerial list, some persons have been able to digest and dissect, saying that we have 14 Muslims and 14 Christians.
Yes, they've broken it down.
People are like, okay, what's the place of the traditional?
Well, you have to compete. It's a competition.
It's a competition.
To add value. It's not a religion thing. You must be able to add value. It does not even
competence.
Most of the people that are with them, in any one of them is not in traditional something there.
Nothing but money.
No.
All right, then. Okay, let's get back to Lagos. Back to Lagos. Back to Badagry, precisely.
Yeah.
How will you describe the nomination of Honorable Mobolaji Ogunlende-Rak and Honorable Ibrahim Layode, the former House of Assembly member who have served for several years and, of course, been re-elected? How will you describe their nomination as the GAC member and, of course, the Apex leader from that area?
Well, it's not a question of GAC or Apex. It's a question of leadership.
Good.
The two that were nominated were nominated through another screening level set up at the level of government. It is not just those two names that were forwarded from Badagry. In fact, even before the names emerged, leaders from the wards were requested to forward the names of those that would represent them in the act of governance in Lagos State. In the first instance, Badagry Central alone sent 31 names. The 31 names, I was not privy to it because I gave them the leeway. You are a leader.
Go and work on
in
it.
your word. Go and work together on it. Come out with a list and let us sit down and look at it critically, where people will not be marginalized, because it's a competitive world now. It's not by emotion. If you are going there, we criticize the government at the last administration that they brought in almost about 12 people from Lagos Island alone. How many people do we have there that live in Lagos Island proper?
So that was how Mobolaji Ogunlende and Layode was being nominated.
No,
I think the process is a bit fair because it's coming from them, not.
It's coming from them. I wasn't even part of the thing now.
Okay.
But right now I'm the target. I expected that anyway. So I wasn't moved.
As the leader, you are always fair.
I said that, look at this, how far the people know. That's why they are acting. Because people are saying, you promised me. I promise you. Am I the governor? Am I the governor?
That's it. That will always come up because we have, so many other persons also contested and, but at the long run.
Look, my friend, there's no, you can't say I contested, I withdrew. They asked me to step down, I stepped down. I was even encouraged to join another party. I said no. That's where loyalty comes in. People are telling me I will go to Labour. Yeah, go to Labour now. So if you go to Labour, I still defeat you in your Labour. What will happen? And then you run back again.
We've actually touched so many topics. We are still on exclusive with Badagry Parrot, and we're speaking with no other person but our father, a GSC member, Badagry, and Lagos State as a whole, Chief Akinsanya Sani Ajose. On the final note, Sir Daddy, how will you describe the performance of the 3 local government chairmen on the final note?
That's a very tricky one. Well, the people are the ones to give us the yardstick and the measurement of their performance. I will not know much about it other than the people, but the significant ones that have been very glaring is that the one in Badagry West LCD is a shining example of what leadership should be.
That's a honorable Benu.
And everybody recognizes that. And it works across the 3 local government areas, not just Badagry West. Well, the other 2, I don't know, don't let me do anything.
We should just leave that for now. All right, we see your push for young politicians in recent elections and all of that. In the light of that, to sum it up, what would be your advice to this younger generation?
Like I said earlier, to them, when I say youth, I say this is our time. I say yes, you must learn to begin to take up the role of leadership. To do that, you must upgrade your mind. You must change your mindset from this hula balloon style of looking for ways of getting things easily, because all of you have competence to become anything. I was shocked that I saw that most of the CVs that I collected from the youth there in Badagry, many of them have master's degree, and when you see them outside, you don't see the drive to actually make meaningful things for themselves. You are waiting for a free lunch somewhere. It's nowhere. No free lunch is served anywhere.
That's thick.
You can't get it. Even Freetown is not free. Neither can you find chauffeur anything free there.
They're selling it. You need to work hard to get things.
You have to work and struggle hard with it. I have a boy that came from US with all the degrees I have, with all the contributions I made. He didn't make the list.
That's thick.
And he was the one that was even driving everything to make sure that they win their elections there. But he couldn't make it. He has to step down for Ogbara, who is now a member of the House of Reps. And that one too is a fighter, that girl. So, but really, we need to change, but it's going to be gradual. It's not something you can do in a sweep.
It has to be.
It's something that has to be gradual. Because when they begin to see their younger generation now making progress and contributing back to the settings of the home, some of them will begin to have a reorientation and start doing things. It's going to be difficult to change a mind at a sweep like that. No, it's not going to happen. But gradually they will get to understand that they need to. But my feeling is that this is a time for us to begin to upgrade our younger generation. Because all these people, you are going, whether you like it or not, you can't stay here permanently.
That's it.
What do you want to hand over? So you want to be there until 90, 100 and say you are...
That's thick.
No.
All right, thank you so much, Daddy. Thank you so much. We really appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you, sir. I'm sure you enjoyed us on this episode of Exclusive with Parrots. Join us on the next episode.